Welcome to CY Entertainment Tonight. You are watching Trading Photos. Today our guest is Kayleen Kulas.
Hello.
Kayleen is a fashion designer. She showed her clothing line in New York Fashion Week in February on the 16th. It was at the Fashion Designers Summit where we had fashion designers from all over the United States who was in the show. Kayleen, can you tell us a little bit about your clothing line and how you became a fashion designer?
Yes, well, thank you, Cinda. I've always been an artist and found myself in the jewelry industry after going to FIT and became a jewelry designer working with semi-precious and precious gemstones. As a Reiki practitioner, I also infuse the jewelry with Reiki energy. And with this recent being in New York Fashion Week experience, I wanted to collaborate with my very good friend Leslie Nuss on clothing. And so she put my vision to her sewing machine, my color palette, and my inspiration from living in an urban environment and wanting loose, easy-fitting clothing so that I could practice yoga in. And so from that was born my spring line, 2019, urban wear for sacred city dwellers. And so each of the four sets for men and women are coordinated to each other, and each clothing line represents a different sacred city: Atlantis, Lemuria, Telos, and Shambhala. And so the models walked down the aisles as couples and presented the clothing and jewelry together.
They really did a beautiful job too.
Thank
Your
you.
clothing line is very bright. It's it's very springish and summer. So I see that you're all ready for that. And your jewelry is really pretty. That's one of your pieces that you're wearing now, right? Actually, all the jewelry that you're wearing is
Yes,
it's a
absolutely.
nice collection.
Thank
What
you.
type of material is that?
This is Baroque pearl, and
Okay.
and I've got rose quartz and crystal quartz. I always wear my jade bangles, citrine, lepidocrosite in quartz, hematite. I like to mix different things. Living in an urban environment, the stones help ground and give you a sense of comfort as you're going through the city and dealing with all the different energies and all the different demands of living in the city. So they can imbue confidence, empowerment, calm, and also protection. You wouldn't go into a rainstorm without an umbrella, and you wouldn't go onto the subway unless you had black tourmaline. So those are some of the trade secrets of being able to remain cool in a city.
And what inspired you to do the jewelry? Become a jewelry designer?
Well, I think I'd always been attracted to the gemstones. There was something about them from picking up pebbles on a beach as a child. There's some kind of wonder and fascination. And I am very sensitive to energy and vibration. And, you know, fashion is about magnetism. And there's some kind of an energy that you connect with. And I bring that out in the jewelry. And the gemstones that I hand select are especially chosen for their vibrancy, and I just truly feel the energy in them. And each stone has a different frequency and has different attributes. And then I just combine those characteristics together, whether it be a piece that would be more meditative or a piece that would be more protective, and using those stones. And then with the clothing collaboration, I had collaborated with Leslie on a runway show for Betsey Johnson. And that was a very successful collaboration. And so when I had this opportunity to be on a runway, I thought I'm going to take my friend Leslie with me, and we're going to do this collection. And I just envisioned loose, easy-fitting clothing, perfect for doing yoga in, running around the city. You can be in them all day. They can be night wear, very flexible, very comfortable, very versatile, vibrant color. I find that the vibrant color, it attracts their right attention, and it's also good for people in the music industry or in film or in movies, people that like to stand out, make a statement, be seen, call people to them, magnetize people to them. And of course, the jewelry a lot of times isn't shown with clothing, and I think it's such a powerful combination with a magnetic model and the powerful jewelry. I think you could sell anything. So I really truly believe that it's time for jewelry to be considered and enter into the clothing apparel industry, just as you wouldn't leave without putting on your makeup or doing your hair. You should have your jewelry on when you're showing your clothing. And I just wanted to show how the two work together. They didn't fight each other, but they could be finely crafted to coordinate and complement each other as a cohesive whole.
Okay. So, I really like your jewelry. It's really very pretty. It stands out very nicely.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, you showed your jewelry, but then you showed the clothing line as well.
Yes.
Right. So you didn't make any of the clothing. This is your collaboration with
It's
the
a
clothing and the jewelry. That's
it's my jewelry that I handmade, and then the clothing is a collaboration.
was it anything that, I mean, was it like your thoughts of your design, something that what you wanted to put out as far as a clothing line, or
Very definitely.
I mean, did you have a say so in what it is that she made?
Absolutely,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
It was my vision.
Okay.
I wanted the track pants. I selected the colors. I told her what I was looking for: shirts that were easy fitting, no collar. And then she'd say, "Oh, how about this? I could do a hand-dyed shirt. I like that. That's great." At first, she was a little timid to dive into the colors, but I'm like, "Do it, Leslie. I really want vibrant colors. I want oranges. I want bright colors. I want shiny fabrics. I want metallics." That opened her up, and it's like, well, I'm thinking about putting a tuxedo stripe down the pants, and I'm like, do it. So we work really well,
Okay, that's nice.
bouncing ideas off of each other. So it was a very wonderful collaboration. I asked her for a man bag. She came up with the man bag. Let her run with that. We just work very well together. But it was my vision of what I was looking for. This easy-fitting urban wear that would be very versatile from day to evening, from yoga to running around the city to meeting friends at a club.
Okay. How long have you been designing jewelry?
I've been designing jewelry. I started my company in 2017, and so I spent the first year, probably maybe even a year before that, in product development, just coming up with my look, deciding on what it was that I was trying to convey, capturing my essence with the jewelry. And then this past year, I was focused on getting my jewelry seen. So collaborating with models, actors, people in the music industry, having them go out and about wearing my jewelry and tagging me on social media, just having it being seen and shown. And then I capped it off, of course, at the beginning of the year in February with Cinda's show of the Designer Summit in February. And so then that brought in my first, the debut of my clothing collaboration. And Leslie and I will continue to collaborate on the clothing together. The fact that I had done the clothing as and sent the models out on the runway as couples, and I was looking at them as, I was envisioning them as divine counterparts coming together. So I had that kind of like their soul flames. And so that was the inspiration, and the models very beautifully ran with that idea. And then I got some feedback from that I've kind of reimagined what's possible for non-traditional wedding attire, non-traditional union attire, alternative ceremonial regalia, if you will. And so I'm going to tap into and look for opportunities to go into the wedding market and provide a selection that would be other than the white dress and black tuxedo, but something that could be gender fluid and very fit the lifestyles and sensibilities of any couplings, male, female, transgender, gender fluid, and invite them to look at my style for inspiration for their wedding.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like to be very inclusive, and this is just another way that I can expand the boundaries.
Yes, I think that could work. That can definitely work.
I think so. I think so.
Okay, so tell us how we can find you.
Well, I'm on Instagram. It's Kellene Artisan, KELLENE I also have a website. The name of my company is Kellene Gems, and that's all one word. And so my website is www.kellenegems, KELLENEGEMS.com. I am also on Facebook, Kellene Kulas, KELLENE, last name Kulas, KULAS. And I have a page on Facebook, Kellene Gems. So thank you.
Thank you very much. And your
Thank you.
collection, like I said, is really, really nice. It's very sweet. And this is a good time to bring it out because the summertime is coming, and
That's right. Everyone wants to get out and
all
have some
those-
fun.
all those bright colors and all the pretty jewelry that you have. It'll be a good sell.
Thank you.
Okay, so please visit Kellene's website. I think you'd really enjoy what she has to offer, and I'm pretty sure she has good prices for you too. Thank you for watching CY Entertainment Tonight.